Hello and welcome to our session on SAP Digital Manufacturing. My name is Michelle Lenoir. I'm a marketing consultant at D4M International, and I'm thrilled that you could join us for today's discussion. Before we begin, let me first discuss who we are. D4M International is an IT consulting firm made up of digital manufacturing solutions experts that focus on transforming manufacturing operations using leading solutions like SAP. Our team helps clients assess, deploy, and maintain these critical systems, driving productivity and profitability. We have extensive experience in the manufacturing industry, operating across North America, South America, and Europe. As a trusted SAP partner, we bring deep industry expertise and a hands-on approach to every project, ensuring that we deliver tailored solutions that drive real business outcomes. With that being said, let me introduce our expert panel. Joining us today from SAP is Sam Castro. He is a senior director at SAP specializing in solution management for digital manufacturing. Sam has played a key role in guiding SAP's product development strategy, particularly in areas such as operational visibility, reporting, and supply chain logistics. Under his leadership, SAP ME, MII, and PICO matured into the top applications for managing shop floor activities, making him an expert in helping businesses optimize their operations. We're very excited to hear his perspective on this new era of technology. Alongside Sam from D4M International, we have Nityanand Singh. He's an SAP digital manufacturing architect with over a decade of experience working on SAP MEMII for industries such as automotive, consumer electronics, and food and beverage. He's collaborated with numerous high-profile clients like Motorola Solutions, Jaguar Land Rover, Nokia, Harry and David, delivering successful digital manufacturing solutions tailored to their specific needs. Nitya will give us a full rundown of the technical aspects and how SAP solutions can address specific challenges manufacturers face. Both Sam and Nitya are experts on the topic and provide valuable insights into these complex implementations. They will dive deep into how SAP digital manufacturing can solve some of the most complex challenges manufacturers face as they move to cloud-based operations. I hope this conversation will provide you with clear insights into how these solutions can be applied to your own business. So to kick off today's discussion, I'll pass it over to Sam so he can explain how SAP is revolutionizing manufacturing software. So Sam, what exactly is digital manufacturing and why is it critical for modern manufacturing operations?
Good question. So to set the stage, digital manufacturing is the SAP approach for delivering manufacturing operations management solution as a standard application for manufacturing. When we started down this path to build a cloud application for manufacturing about maybe even 6.5 years ago, we had this discussion of, okay, what do we want to build first? Where are we going to see the most value from the current offering? What are the biggest complaints people have? What current offering is the most used that we can then bring forward? And how do we translate current offering into the new world of public cloud software as a service that delivers the same functionality, but uses a new technology to do it? At an application level, one of the key things that we provided that didn't exist before was a landing place for orders. And this is what's satisfying this closed loop planning and closed loop operations management of your workforce, the shift where the orders come down and have the ability to be reshuffled and adjusted in flight with production. So if you're falling behind from a plan or you need to accommodate a resource that is no longer available or an employee that has to leave to pick up their sick kid from school, and you have to rebalance priority and flow of product around these different ever-changing constraints that happen in manufacturing live in the shift, you can do that. You have that graphical interface to do it. It synchronizes back with ERP and it helps to coordinate operations and logistics along with quality team and other groups within your organization supporting manufacturing to digitally have that frame of reference of what's happening, what to expect, and to make sure that there's proper coordination and alignment across production. So this resource orchestration component of digital manufacturing is a new piece. You didn't have that as a standard piece before, and it's something that we built initially in order to fill that gap. The other piece is on the bottom end, the automation side. And the SAP MII and plant connectivity products provided a lot of capabilities around how you interact with the operations and automation systems that exist. So how you bridge that gap between a production control system, a SCADA, DCS, data historian, and what that meant for the operator and the way that they would interact with the equipment and the control systems within their area of production. So we took a close look at that and we said, you know what, it would be better if we had more of a stateful coordination of these different events rather than just a fire and forget service-based approach. So we learned from the service-based approach and we said, you know what, we like this. We like this management of our automation and connectivity layer. And we can certainly do that from a central cloud environment. There's no need to have it all locally managed, admin, config, all security can all be set up and managed from the central environment. But we wanted to introduce a stateful workflow. An operator pushes a button or an event happens on the production floor. What happens next? What are the things that have to happen in parallel with each other? What has to complete? What can run on its own thread and run off on its own? All the while tracking the state of the different operations and control systems with the state of the MES application. And we call that Production Process Designer. It is a full BPMN workflow, stateful model environment that is graphical. It allows us to model these different scenarios in parallel, in series with each other, and really manage the different states that you see in production with each other so that you don't have to have multiple open jaw type calls within your application. So a much more complete approach. Then from there in the middle, we looked at what ME was providing from an execution operator experience. And we started to say, you know what, that model of execution in the middle is a good starting point. It's a good frame of reference from the terminology, from the operator experience, layout, things like that we wanted to pull forward. And we redesigned the backend for how it behaves so that it was a little bit more native for the way our HANA Cloud database operates in the multi-tenant space. We further extended that data model to work with process orders and also with planned orders. So it's not just the standard production orders and discrete production scenarios that you would see. We've extended it to work with other production scenarios. And then we built and essentially merged the OEE content and framework that you saw in MII with that new data model in digital manufacturing. And that allows us to not only track execution of multiple different types of production, but it also allows us to report, view these analytics that come out of it. Not just OEE, of course, we are also tracking labor, first pass yield, right first time, quality things, defects. And then we were able to get fancy and take advantage of some of the newer AI technologies that you see because we are running in business technology platform. So we have this complement of APIs and libraries that we didn't have to build on our own, but that we could just start to take advantage of and use. You see visual inspection, you'll see a combination of Joule for log and data analysis that we're introducing as part of the release now, and as part of the 2408 update that was recently released. So you see this stable and continuous evolution around business technology platform, the software and technology applications and content that we're building. We've layered in workforce and employee management, and we've pulled this into this platform that is scalable and fits into many different production processes and scenarios to deliver continuous value and make sure that you're always able to not only take advantage of the latest technology available to you, but also you have the ability to run your organization, run your business in a way that is aligned with the broader enterprise and supply chain.